Hey people, here's another quiz that I wanted to do. It's like a personality test. It says it's going to be like 5 minutes, under 5 minutes, so it's going to be a fast test again. So yeah, I'm going to be answering some questions and see what the results are. So, in a group, I try to find a quiet corner. I like to draw attention to myself. I like to find a I am seen as more of a listener or a talker. I tend to listen to people's problems and they always tell me that I should talk more. In discussion, I tend to get involved straight away, take more of a back seat initially. Back seat. I'm described as outgoing, reserved. Reserved, I guess. I tend to say what I think, keep things to myself. Most of the time, I think I try to be nice to people, so I keep things to myself. I prefer to quiet, thoughtful time alone, active, energetic time with other people. I love my alone time more instead, to be honest. I'm not a very sociable person. Like, I'm not a people person. Like, I mean, just like my energy gets exhausted when I'm with people for too long and I energize by being alone. Like, I mean, so that's like very introvert. I prefer meeting new people, being alone with one other person whom I know well. Lately, I feel like I need to meet more people, because these people that know me well kind of like, I guess that I'm not so interested to them anymore. Like, it's more like about them, more so about them than me, to be honest. So I guess I need to meet new people. Get used to liking meeting new people. Like, I prefer discussing a new unconsidered issue with a group, considering issues in my mind and sharing the results with others. I prefer, like, I consider it in my head first. Like, I mean, I prefer being at the center of things, being more reserved. I I don't always enjoy being the center of attention. I'm quite like modest and introverted. Like, I mean, just there's sometimes where I do enjoy being center of attention, but that's kind of like if I'm in some kind of show with some friends. Like, I mean, but otherwise, yeah, I'm just reserved. I work best with abstract ideas, concrete facts. Abstract ideas. I am forward thinking, practical. That's kind of hard to say. I think I'm forward thinking. My approach is to look at the whole picture, organize information. This one's, I think it's a kind of like a tie between the two, but let's say like look at the whole picture. I tend to value the new, the familiar. Familiar. Adapt a systematic, a creative approach. I prefer trying to think of new methods of doing it. I have my feet on the ground, my head in the future. Feet on the ground. I work best with details and ideas. I tend to prefer original thought, factual information. I don't really listen to my heart a lot, and I think maybe I should try doing that more lately. To be honest, I'm quite in my head most of the time. My focus tends to be the welfare, what needs to be done. I would choose that one, truthfulness. Truthfulness. I tend to prefer compassion. Being thought of as a reasonable person. I think that like reasonable. Logical. Just like I'm not like into my feelings, so it's more like I think I used to be more emotional when I was younger, but lately just like more logical. Using common sense and conviction to make decisions, using information analysis and reason to make decisions. information. Attentive respect. Logical. I'm more comfortable once I have it. Impulse. I think I'm almost over. I prefer my thought process to be structured. No, I mean, okay. Okay, like submit. Oh, they want my email. Fuck that. Wait a minute. Okay, so I've submitted my results. Introverted, intuitive, thinking judge. So that's like INTJ. That's my personality type, I guess. INTJs are deep, quick thinking, imaginative, far-sighted individuals who have a crystal clear view of the future, exactly how it ought to be, and they will then work logically, relentlessly to make it happen. Although quite deep and mistrustful until they have the measure of people, the INTJ loves an intellectual challenge and will be stimulated by the conceptual, the abstract, the complex. They love the complex, the new, the untried, the untested. Facts and figures bore them unless they clearly relate to something much bigger, and they will be looking to see the big picture, planning for the future that they create. Unlike the ENTJ, who will happily engage in verbal joists and so happily process their thoughts through speaking, the INTJ will be private and keep thought process inside until they pop out perfectly formed with the plan of action. This may be the first opportunity for others to even realize that so much was going on inside. INTJs make decisions based on rational logic rather than emotional, and they will be quite measured and dispassionate in their approach with other people. They generally have strong opinions, are independent thinkers. They will really feel the need to verbalize their thoughts other than come up with the plan, the answer. The INTJ's dislike of the basic facts or anything that doesn't have a wider meaning or context to them at times will work against them as they make decisions based on their theories and concepts. They may overlook the obvious, preferring to focus on the complex solution, which is where they thrive and are happiest. Oh, this is quite a long read. INTJ loves an intellectual challenge. Will be stimulated by the conceptual, the abstract, and common. I think I read that. Oh my god, I'm so lazy. Creative, complex, and analytical. INTJs have intellectually curious, active minds, directly internally, and their end trait enables them to see very quickly interconnections between things and the longer term implications of trend, current actions, and events. They have a unique talent for analyzing complex problems and issues and determining how they can be improved or solved, whether it be a small project, a simple problem, or a whole organization. However, they are strategic as opposed to day-to-day problem solvers, referring to the innovative, to anything they would see as tedious or pointless or routine. They set high standards for themselves and will be constantly looking for to stretch, improve, and learn. Will be immerse themselves in the subject that takes their interest, and that they will quickly develop real expertise. Being introverts, they interrupt their thought processes and so are often viewed as slightly disconnected and impenetrable and difficult to understand. This is because they often have a void, and when a void is left, other people often fill the void with their own assumptions and predilections, rarely positive ones. So one person may say he's not interested, may say she doesn't like me, and yet another, she is so full of herself, all missing the point about the difficult to read INTJ, who is primarily interested in intellectual issues rather than the mundane aspects of everyday life. Yet, although introvert when on their chosen subject or explaining the most complex of theories, the INTJ will be the wave of enthusiasm, lucid, passionate, and engaging. But when it's over, it's over. They will disappear back to their intellectual pursuits alone. The INTJ will get their thrill from proving they were right in their hypothesis, proving this to themselves, not anyone else, as they are. Of all the types, along with INTP, the independent of thought and action. Oof, this is quite a long one. Oh my god, this one's like, what career would be suitable for my personality type? That'll be interesting, even though I already have a career, but linking type and careers would be easy if it was just about the same specific jobs. Oof, to be honest, I don't think it says like which jobs would be best for me, but oof, I just don't really want to read all this, to be honest. INTJs are found in consultancies, specialist engineering science, medicine. That's quite interesting because I'm actually a public relations and media graduate, and I work in marketing, and sometimes I've done some HR stuff as well, so but it doesn't say it here. Damn, that's like a really big like analysis. I can't read all of this stuff, to be honest, but that's all, I guess. That's like the main part, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here.